Hello everyone, welcome back again to Pacific Northwest Urbex. Today we're going to be taking another walkthrough of Sears in Union Gap, Washington. This time the pictures were taken back on 6/14/21. If you've seen our previous video, this is about 6 months later. This time you're going to notice a few changes, such as parts of the store are now being blocked off. I imagine because they were lacking in merchandise and they were just trying to make the store look more full. So we're going to kind of focus a little bit more on that today. And so anyway, let's go inside and have a look around, shall we? The first place that we want to visit inside the store is going to be the old Sears coffee shop here in the corner of the store. It basically has exercise equipment, so let's walk inside and have a look around. One thing I want to point out is the views out of these windows, say when you're having coffee back in the day, is a pretty nice view. I mean, it's gorgeous hills around in the Yakima, Eastern Washington area. And as you can see, this former coffee shop really wasn't all that big, so I'm thinking that it was a full-blown Sears restaurant. You know, probably coffee, sandwiches, donuts, you know, anything. It basically fits the size of this store though. Now we're going to be taking a look. You can see in the shoe department, the Sears optical is beyond there on the right hand side. The shoe department is starting to thin out quite a bit, so we're going to take a few photos of those, and then we're going to head back into the other side of the store and have a look around where they had blocked off the garden section. Now here on the left hand side was the former garden center. As you can see, all these gondolas are basically now, in this visit, they are wrapped around the whole garden center, blocking it off. There is no merchandise on the inside of there. Previously, these gondolas weren't there, and in a few more visits down the road, these gondolas would have been taken away, and I think that's basically when they had some product brought in, such as the Craftsman rollaway toolboxes and etc. But we're going to take a walk inside here in just a second, have a look around to see what's actually inside that little closed off area. At this point, I believe they were probably waiting on getting more product in to at least put more merchandise on the outside of these shelves. But at this point in this visit, they basically, as you can see, they were pretty bare. Now you can see that inside here obviously was the garden section. The background on the walls was cut grass. These gondolas that are actually blocking this section will actually not stay up for that long, to where they would actually bring in more product and kind of space things out as far as Sears Craftsman toolboxes and rollaways and things of that such. But before we go any further, let's hear a word from our non-sponsor. We'll be right back after this message.
You've seen us before, but never like this. From top to bottom, we've given Sears a brand new look. It's a new look. From the smallest detail to the widest aisles. From our coveralls and our workbench to our style. We kept the things you need and brought in more of the things you want. So the newest thing at Sears is Sears itself. What a kick, what a splash, what a jolt, what a smash.
Now that we've heard from our non-sponsor Sears, we're going to take a walk through the hardware department. It's pretty thinned out from 6 months prior, but there is still things to look at. So we'll have a little look around. Some of the signage that they put up, I really like Craftsman, so I like the signage, but obviously it's to cover up the lack of tools that they had to put up. This gondola that you're seeing right now actually would come down not too much further down the road. But anyway, let's have a walk around and see what they do or don't have. Now, at some point down the road, after I get so many of these videos put out, because there's actually still quite a few visits that I need to produce yet, eventually they will be videos that actually have video of them. Like I said, previous videos, these pictures I was taking was never intended to be a YouTube video, and I can tell you from editing these videos, video is so much easier to work with than a million of these pictures, trying to pick out ones that are good, bad, trying to get them to zoom in, zoom out, what angles. So they really are a pain. So I hope you enjoy the videos that you are seeing. I apologize I didn't get any video back in this time, but I never really had intentions of doing a YouTube video. But I do want to really share what I have with you guys. The other thing I want to share with anybody that's actually watching and subscribed to Pacific Northwest Urbex, we'll try to get a video out every week, but it's very time consuming. So, on general schedule, we're going to try to do every 2 weeks. If I do find more time in my week, I will get an extra video out. So we'll do it'll just vary. Sometimes it'll be every week. For the most part though, it'll be at minimum every 2 weeks. So I apologize, we can't just do a video every week, but I have a pretty busy schedule of everything that I have going on, and this is just kind of a side hobby. So thanks for understanding, and thanks again for watching today. Now we're going to take a short little look here in the outdoor garden section, if you want to call that. Barbecues, coolers, a couple outdoor patio sets. Now, the next department that we're going to visit is the auto center. The auto center was actually blocked off still, but it had been completely cleared out. It was shut down by this time. They had a sign on the exterior door of the auto center saying, "Visit your nearest auto center," which in this sign, it said all the way down to California. Now, I prefer to go to Sears Auto Center, but I'm not going to drive from Washington State all the way down to California to get my tires rotated or have any service done. That's just kind of crazy. So that was kind of a weird sign. There really wasn't any other auto centers left in Washington State by this time. Now in this department, you can see it's been walled off. It was basically the home appliance section, or housewares, I guess you would call that. They have a couple of racks, but it was pretty much bare. They had some storage in there, as you can see. The next section we're going to visit is right down the corridor here, past the bathrooms, which is located there on the right-hand side. That whole wall you see on the right-hand side, the racks there with the linens and everything, soft goods, basically everything behind there had been blocked off. They had a couple of racks in there, and you're going to see they actually had a couple of mattresses sitting in there. I'm not really sure. I don't recall at that time if they had a mattresses for sale in the store. But anyway, they had a couple sitting there behind the racks, as you can see. On the right hand side, we're going to take a look at a couple of the Craftsman clothing section. It had been reduced down quite a bit from what it was previously. Now we're going to be visiting the appliance center, and actually now that I'm thinking about it, I can see in the far distance they do have mattresses there still for sale. There on the wall there you can see those are actually not real ovens, those are stickers they stuck up. The last visit this department was more full and they actually had more displays inside the wall there. Not really sure how much product the store moves out. I'm assuming obviously they had sold quite a bit in the last 6 months from when I was there. Eventually, more of those ovens would disappear in my future visits. And it looks like they have not sold any of the Oregon's University gear clothing there on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Not really surprising. Okay, so here's something I gotta point out. I am the least person in this world to point out anything fashion-wise. You know, I wear Craftsman, Die Hard, Carhartt clothing, work clothing for the most part. So I'm the least person for fashion authority. These sweats on the left-hand side, I couldn't imagine anybody that'd want them at, it looks like 70% off. And then those dresses on the right-hand side, those red ones. Now, if I'm going out on a date and she's wearing one of these dresses and I'm going to take her out to dinner, the only place I'm going to be driving her to is through a drive-thru. I just don't understand, like, who was doing the purchasing. Now, maybe the rest of the clothing in the store was kind of okay. You know, obviously they got rid of Land's End and Jacqueline Smith and all these other brands that Sears Holding was carrying. But that style of clothing, I don't even see how they could even sell it 80% off. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's crazy to me. Leave a comment down below and tell me what your thoughts are. It'd be interesting to hear. I want to thank everybody for watching another video of Sears located in Union Gap, Washington, here with Pacific Northwest Urbex. As I promised, we will eventually get to videos that actually have video of them. Like I say, gonna have to produce a number more of these videos on each visit where they are just pictures, but I do promise you, videos will be coming, both of the Tukwila store and of the Sears Union Gap store. Anyway, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. Thank you again. I really do appreciate each and every one of you for watching. If you like, subscribe, and share. I really do appreciate you guys. Have a great week, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you.